Hello there, everybody, and today I'm here to review and finish off Wednesday Season 2. So, this season was really good. I honestly think I prefer this season over the first season because it had a lot of good storytelling with this show. Not just Jenna Ortega, who's easily the best part of this show, but the whole cast in general are really good together. I'm really digging it, and the murder mystery, the horror aspect, it just really works well with Tim Burton's style. And it shows off in part 2 for sure. Not sure why they put this into 2 parts. I guess they wanted people to be excited. But if you don't know what happened the last season, spoilers, Wednesday went up against a hive at a hospital, and she was thrown out the window, injured, and she's now in a coma. But I'm surprised how early she gets out of the coma. She ends up having a vision. By the way, spoilers for this entire season. That's your warning. But Wednesday basically wakes up and having a vision of the head principal from the last season. So I don't know how she's back. But apparently she's the 13th cousin to Wednesday. And because of that, they are basically connected to each other. It kind of reminds me of what we see in the Star Wars sequels, where Rey and Kylo Ren are connected to each other through the Force. It's kind of reminding me of that. Also reminding me of Batman and Joker in Arkham Knight, where Batman has visions of the Joker, and he just follows Batman around all throughout the game until you get rid of him later in the game. It kind of reminded me of that, and that aspect of this season really worked. And Wednesday kept talking to herself, basically, while others are thinking she is, and she has to keep saying she's not talking to anybody. But when she does wake up from the coma, I'm surprised how fast it went, like I said. But a lot of things are happening throughout this whole season. We do see the return of the zombie boy, I'm pretty sure, who is revealed to be like a Victor Frankenstein-looking dude, whose backstory was apparently he was trying to have Gomez Adams' essence or whatever, and he failed. And because of Pugsley resurrecting him, he is now fully ready for his next, I guess you can say, mission to take down Wednesday and her family, because Wednesday kept having visions of Edith dying, and she was doing everything in her power to stop Edith from getting murdered. But now it seems like Wednesday's the new target, or one of the Addams families, and so she's got to find a way to prevent all this bad stuff from happening. But probably my favorite episode of this season was definitely the Mind Swapped episode. So Lady Gaga was supposed to make a cameo in this show. I thought she was going to have a major role, but now she's only in this show for a few seconds. She basically gives a vision to Wednesday, and she's able to find a way to switch the bodies of Wednesday and Edith. It literally opens with Wednesday putting on makeup and dancing around in a pink shirt, and Wednesday's allergic to color, apparently. And everyone's thinking Wednesday's on drugs. I thought that scene was funny, but we found out why. It's because they mind swapped. Honestly, I really like this aspect of the show, because it's just funny seeing Jenna pretend to be Emma Myers, and then basically Emma Myers is pretending to be Wednesday, and it just works really well. They just play off each other really well. I thought they were gonna swap the voices, where Emma sounds like Jenna, and then Emma sounds like... I'm getting the mind swap mixed up, but I think you get the point. But they're basically trying to find a way to swap back, but they can only do it by following the ritual where they're supposed to die, both of them. And it's meant to be spooky, and all the various scenes of Wednesday dancing around and pretending to be Edith, it's funny. And I don't know if this scene is supposed to be another viral dance sequence that Jenna would do, just like the Wednesday dance. The last season, I could say this counts as the second one, since this scene is popping up a lot on various social media feeds. But that scene was really good. I don't think they switched back until later, but it felt super interesting just see Edith be mean to others, because that's what Wednesday does. She's got her antisocial personality, and even her assistant, Giddy, sorry, I got her name wrong, but I think her name is Giddy. She's the Wednesday stalker. She's even being mean to her, and she's like, what is going on? But once everything gets figured out, the two are able to switch back. But that was easily the best episode of the show. But the next episode's where things get really interesting. This is the dance episode. This is where we get a different dance this time. And they're more dressed as like Shakespeare people at live theater. And we see Edith dress up differently. I like her dress. It looks really good. And Goody looks really good too. I like her green dress. And Wednesday, once I saw her in her dress, she just looked stunning. Just everything, it just fits Jenna Ortega perfectly. But there's some suspicions going on with the head principal, the main dude. He's apparently trying to blackmail I forget her name, but the girl with the psychic powers, she apparently, her mom is being blackmailed, and she has to find a way to stop the principal. But she's able to find a way to use her power. She tries to make Wednesday forget what she's trying to do, but Wednesday's able, with the help of Goody, she's able to just figure out what's going on. And once everything gets figured out, she basically has the principal confess to what he's been doing on stage with Marty Adams. And the dude with the hat, the beanie hat, he ends up his ability, he's able to turn people to stone, and he actually turns the principal to stone, and he is murdered by a chandelier. That scene was brutal, honestly. I didn't expect him to die, but it's wild that they killed off two principals in this entire show. The last season, the one main principal, now this dude. It's just, so yeah, sorry if I don't get the names right, but, yeah, I'm just having a brain fart, but, yeah, this episode was definitely really good, but the mystery is coming together as the main zombie dude basically goes after Pugsley, and the season 1 finale, not season 1, season 2 finale is where everything goes really well, but, it like has a finale where the Hive is now gonna be a major plot. He's not even really the main villain this season until the very end. His powers are basically gonna be drained through the Frankenstein dude, and he's fully even human now. Like, he doesn't look like a zombie anymore. He just looks like that, if you know what I mean. But Wednesday is forced to fight the dude with her family. It's nice to see the Addams Family do a lot more this season, but the thing from the Wednesday's friend, the hand dude, he ends up getting attached to the zombie dude, who the only way he can complete his transformation is if he has a hand, and his hand, the thing, he attaches his thing to him, and with a few electric wires, he's able to fully control Fing. And you actually feel bad for Fing. You want him to get out of this situation. And and for some reason, he has telekinesis as his powers. And he actually chokes Wednesday to death. And that scene was brutal. But the family's able to convince Fing to come back to life after short-circuiting the zombie. And they basically free Pugsley from getting his essence stolen, basically, and Fing's able to break free and come back to them. But earlier in the episode, when Wednesday was trying to find the grave of the man. She ends up getting ambushed and she gets buried alive. And the only way she can be saved is if Edith turns into a werewolf. And the one thing that's happening is Edith is afraid if she does turn into a werewolf, she's never going to turn back human. But the only way to save Wednesday is to turn into a werewolf. And she basically saves Wednesday from getting buried alive. And we don't know what happened to Edith. But I hope we do get answers what happened to Edith. But we also see the Hive, like I said, and Wednesday actually saves the Hive from getting his powers drained. And with the help of the Hive, they're able to save the day, of course. But once they stop the Frankenstein dude, everything just comes together. The Addams family is basically saved. Nevermore. Sorry, I forgot the name wrong. But the season ends with Uncle Fester revealed to be alive from the hospital, and he basically takes Wednesday on a scooter to go look for Edith. But I think I've gone over everything. But the main principal from the first season, she basically says her goodbyes to Wednesday, and Martise Addams, who also sees her and seeing where Wednesday is having her visions. And she even figured it out through a dinner earlier in the Mind Swap episode. But Wednesday Season 2 was definitely a great season overall. So sorry if I got certain names wrong or didn't remember them on top of my head. I'm just not good with names or characters. So only familiar characters, really. So sorry. But yeah, it sucks that we gotta wait a while for Season 3. We probably gotta wait till 2027, but that probably won't be too far. But whatever Jenna Ortega does, I am definitely looking forward to seeing it. She also made a speech at the Emmys, which was nice. I didn't get to see it yet, but I probably will. But Jenna Ortega, I love you. You were amazing as Wednesday Addams. So with the rest of the cast, there's just so much to talk about with Wednesday Season 2. Definitely check it out on Netflix for sure. I definitely want to rewatch the entire show to basically just watch it fully. So yeah. So I'd give this entire season, why not a 10 out of 10? It was definitely better than the first season. But whatever Wednesday brings to us, I hope it goes really well. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.